Hi again guys, I am back with another unboxing from my latest store from HK Now Store. So here's the next one out of the box, and this is something I've wanted for quite a while. They disappeared for a while but they suddenly returned. So this is the Wisdom Ball version 1, I think. Let's see how I'm going to get this out. This slide out of this sleeve, it will indeed, I think. No, this must be stuck somewhere with tape. Something doesn't want to move. Come on, don't mess me around. There we go. Actually felt like a bit of glue that popped. Yeah, there. That's what it was. Okay. Whatever. So yeah, the box is quite big. I don't know why. I thought this would be a bit smaller than this. So let's see if I understood this correctly. What we've got here is 6 discs. There we go. That spin like so. Each with numbers 1 to 8 in a anti-clockwise direction. That needs to be remembered, because I would have assumed it would go in the clockwise direction actually, but it goes anti-clockwise, which seems a bit odd to me. Which makes me wonder whether you can actually solve it the other way around. That's something I will have to have a go with. And as you can see, what happens is you've got this space, so it's kind of like a sliding puzzle. You slide that into it, and twist and scramble and slide, and twist and scramble and slide. There's one gap on the entire puzzle, so that's sort of. I'm also curious whether you absolutely have to have the correct numbers on the correct colours on the correct colours, because without memorising it, there's no obvious reason why. Oh yes, there is. Right, I was going to say why purple has to be on green, but purple goes on green and green goes on purple, so opposite colours have the same. Have the colour of the disc on the opposite face goes on that piece, that disc. So yeah, you've got yellow opposite blue, and the yellow pieces go on the blue. So yeah, it does make sense having a little look at it. So yeah, it's not really much else I can say about this, to be honest. The discs do turn nice and freely. You can see I can turn it with one finger, and that's the same for all of them. But they don't feel loose or anything. It feels very, very good quality actually. I don't know how difficult it's going to be to get things lined up properly. It actually moves quite easily by accident. So there's only one way to have a go at this one, and that's to get it all scrambled up and give it a try. I've got a feeling this might take a while, so I'll probably speed up this portion while I scramble this up. In fact, I'm going to go away and scramble it up and not bother recording it, because it's definitely going to take a little while, and I'll come back with some more thoughts once I've done it. Okay then, so as you can see, I've got the Wisdom Ball mostly scrambled now, I think. There's a few pieces that might not be absolutely perfect, because there are a lot of them on here, and so I'll probably just feel around this while I'm talking. So I don't really expect this to be too difficult to solve. It seems like it's going to be kind of a straightforward, intuitive process, I think. But let's see. There's only one way to find out. I'll go away and give it a solve and come back to you when I have. The turning is very good quality, but then again, it's not exactly a complex mechanism, I don't think. So it should turn quite well, but it is good quality for what it is. There's no two ways about it. It does feel very nice in the hand. So I'll go away and have a play with this, see what I can do, and get back to you once I've done so. Okay then, so as you can see, I've got the Wisdom Ball solved again. As expected, not particularly tricky. It probably took me about 15 minutes, something like that. All very intuitive, to be honest. Not a lot of no algorithms or anything like that required. There was kind of a couple of things that sort of aha moments, so that, yeah, that's the way to do that kind of thing. Which helped, and one silly mistake I made, just solved one face, solved a face next to it, then solved the one opposite that, so I ended up with like 2 faces opposite here. So I should have done them in a rotation so that I didn't have to move pieces as far across the puzzle, that's all, but that was easily fixed. Oh, that slid out of its place. I did kind of get lucky, because I didn't memorise which face had no number 8 on it. It's just pure luck. One of the last 2 faces I went to solve was the one. So he was kind of, if it would been the first one, it would have been a bit silly, because that's really where you need to end, because you need that gap to work with. But yeah, not too tricky. Would I recommend it? Actually, yes, I would. I think this is a fun puzzle. I've thoroughly enjoyed solving it. I will definitely solve it a few more times. I will also try what I said, see if it's possible to put them clockwise around the faces, because I'd actually prefer it to be that way. I don't know if the kind of 3-cycle rule applies to a sliding puzzle, whether you can only have 3 pieces swapped. I don't think it, because right there I've got 2 pieces swapped, haven't I? So, but then now it's gone from there to there to there, sort of thing, hasn't it? So I don't know whether it applies to these or not, but if that is the case, it may be the case that it's not possible to do it clockwise, because you'll reach a kind of parity type situation. However, I am going to give it a go, because I'm curious to know whether it's possible, and I'd certainly prefer it to be that way in the solved state, so I'll give that a go later. So anyway, guys, I don't think there's a lot more to say about this one. It's quite a basic kind of puzzle. It's very good quality. As I said, I thoroughly enjoyed solving it. It turns very well. They do have to care a little bit to make sure things are lined up, because you can probably see there's quite a small gap for the sliding to happen. They do have to be quite precisely lined up with that gap, and you often find that you've got it slightly misaligned and it won't go through, sort of thing. So you do have to give it a little bit of care, but it's not like it's difficult to do or anything. It's not like you get bad catches or anything like you might do on a twisty puzzle. But yes, anyway, I think that's it with this puzzle, guys. Not really a lot else to say about this one, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care now. Bye. Alright, so I need to make a little addendum to this. The more eagle-eyed amongst you will probably have noticed that half of the numbers, when I said it was solved, were actually upside down. I started solving with the version 2, which I've just unboxed, which is over here. Video on that coming up soon. And started solving that, and noticed that the numbers could be put in from either direction, and sometimes they would be upside down. So I grabbed my version 1 and noticed that a large number of them were upside down. Not too difficult to sort out that, although I did sit for a while a bit stumped, because I thought I had just one number upside down, a number 3, and eventually found a number 8 which is upside down elsewhere. So I couldn't find a way to flip just one, and eventually once I figured out that there wasn't an 8 upside down as well, it turned out there was 2, of course, and thankfully that meant it was easy to solve once I'd found it. So yeah, not quite as easy to solve this puzzle as I first thought. Not horrendously difficult either, but yeah, a little bit of extra thought required due to the numbers needing to be inserted in the right orientation. Okay then, guys, that's definitely it for this video now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care now.